the notion that pretty much the top issue for the majority of the voters yesterday was the economy, the cost of living. And that is something Cindy Munson is really hitting on in her messaging right here already, whether it's on X, whether it is in her rallies, whether it is in her town halls. She is hitting the cost of living hard. Really, those bread and butter, those kitchen table issues, she's hitting hard on them. And so that is something that might resonate with Oklahoma voters. And you might think, well, we're still very conservative, very Republican. But again, Cindy Munson is not somebody that I believe that is going to be accurately or within ads can be painted as very liberal in terms of left-wing radicalism, in terms of radical liberal. She's not going to be able to be painted as that as much as maybe other candidates if they ran. Doesn't mean Republicans might not try, but I don't think it's going to have that scare factor as we might have seen in other candidates. And so the whole notion of socialism, the very far left kind of scare tactics that we sort of see, and again, this is not me damning the Republican Party in terms of their strategies. No, political strategy, it works. However, I don't think it's going to work in this case to the extent that it might have worked in previous elections. Because again, Cindy Munson is not preaching anything too radical. It's really kind of down the middle bread and butter issues. And so that's going to play well for her. And then you also look at the messaging that we have been seeing so far on the Republican side of the top two leaders in that race for governor. We have Charles McCall and we have Gentner Drummond. And so now we're seeing both the top two candidates in that race really throwing mud in terms of trying to make themselves seem more far right. And it's typically when we look at, the notion of being far right, we're not looking at economic issues here. We're looking at social issues that had played well maybe in the past for Donald Trump, 2020, 2024, as we have seen. And so we're seeing them really focusing on social issues, not bread and butter, not the economy. And so how is that going to play in terms of the voters' minds? Are we going to see them look at the Republican candidates and think, well, they're not really speaking towards me because my family's hurting in terms of trying to put food on the table for my family? And so how is that going to affect them when they go to the ballot box in November?